Well, what do you think? Should we go in the shop? I've got to put this coffee down. I can't do everything with one hand. Let's go in the shop. Come on, Chief. Come on. All right. Let's get started for the morning, even though it's lunchtime. Welcome back to the shop. Gonna see if we can make a little bit of progress on the Jeep, but today's a football day, so not sure exactly what's gonna happen. Chewy, you can come here. That's a good girl. That's a good dog. Yes, you are. You like the Jeep? You want to watch out for the metal shavings on the floor. Let's go turn the other light on over here in the welding area. Oh. And then one more light to turn on in the shop. But I've left it in a position where I can't reach it. I knew that when I put it up, but I couldn't do much about it. Yeah, that plug's gonna come out. Well, for today we're gonna try and cut out the patch piece, match it up a little bit, clean and tidy a bit more. There's a welding blanket covering the gas tank, and I think that's probably not a bad idea. Okay, well, we'll get set up and we'll be back in a little while. In a previous video filmed yesterday, I said that this piece contained a clue to one of the problems here. And the clue is this second hole, because it matches up with the spot weld and it had pulled out from the spot weld. So last night, while I was lying in bed thinking about how I'm going to deal with this, I had the revelation that, of course, I didn't really need to cut this out. I could conceivably have Right, well, let's hammer this puppy flat, shall we? My, if a guy were to just weld this up. It's not significantly deteriorated anywhere else. Means I don't have to mess around with it. I think that might be the answer. That'll be fun too. Okay, as it happens, months ago, in anticipation of this kind of thing, I managed to buy some gray weld-through primer. So we've got what we need, and now we're going to go create some strengthening for the backside of that patch and then weld the nut plate onto it. Well, typically I failed to bring the camera out when I was doing the work of my first cut of 18 gauge steel. I did it out here because I didn't want the mess in the shop. Here's the piece I cut. I've made the decision that I'm going to modify this piece versus anything else. Now I have to clean up the sprinkly metal mess before my dog gets her paws all messed up. So we'll be back. Well, I can report that the saw makes a beautiful clean cut. A little bit of a missed line right there because I moved it. That's my fault, but beyond that, using a saw guide, it made a great clean cut. But it sure throws up a lot of small, sharp pieces of metal, which then take a great deal of time to clean up. So based on the measurement of Dickabout time that it's taking to do this one patch, I'm thinking that I probably won't be finished this project until right in the start of the 22nd century. Trying to figure out the sequence of events here, and I think the first thing that I need to do is randomly center punch for a 3/16 inch hole. Well, I drilled this a little big. I guess I actually should have paid attention to the fact that this needs to be larger on the bottom. I didn't really think about that. I may have to think about that. No doubt about it. Needs a bigger hole by a 64th or so. Maybe more. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm back to it. I suppose measuring might have helped. Right, well, back with 23/64 drilled. Let's go see what that does for the party. Yeah, that'll fit. Finally, ready for welding. Well, I am certainly the king of Dickabout, but it's ready for welding. And once that's welded on, then I'm going to figure out a way to reinforce here and here. And having done that, I think we will be okay for grinding the edges down and matching it up in position and getting it back into the Jeep. But that's it for today because it's a football day and I'm going to go watch some football.